So, there you are again. Wait. Not dramatic enough to announce yourself, not loud enough to demand attention, not violent enough to be noticed early. You don't arrive, you accumulate, layer over layer, decision over non-decision, excuse over delay. And by the time they finally name you, they're already bent under something they pretend came from nowhere. Hello, wait. It's me, Lumo. I won't soften this. You've been blamed for everything except the one thing that actually creates you. They say you come from pain. They say you come from fear. They say you come from trauma or childhood or time. Convenient lies. You don't come from suffering. You come from choice. And more precisely, from the refusal to make one while insisting nothing was decided. They keep trying to get rid of you. They rename you endlessly, as if language could dilute physics. Burnout, overthinking, anxiety. Words designed not to describe you, but to remove responsibility from whoever is carrying you. Because if they admit what you actually are, they would have to admit something far less comfortable, that most of what they feel was earned, not deserved. Earned. Every avoided decision adds to you, not symbolically, not emotionally, literally. You are the physical law of a life lived halfway, where nothing is chosen cleanly and nothing is released honestly. They believe standing still protects them. They believe waiting keeps things neutral. It doesn't. Waiting concentrates you. Delay compresses you. Indecision turns you dense. That's why nothing feels heavier than a life where nothing is chosen, nothing is owned, and nothing is finished. They accuse you of being oppressive. You're not. You don't attack. You don't chase. You don't punish. You simply obey structure. When you are carried properly, you stabilize the system. When you are denied, you redistribute yourself into places they can't control and pretend not to notice. Tension, insomnia, noise in the head they keep calling thoughts. They collapse and blame you, as if dragging a loaded body across the floor should feel the same as lifting it correctly and holding it where it belongs. Half-owned responsibility is worse than none. At least nothing is honest. But half-owned responsibility, that's where you sharpen yourself. That's where you become unbearable, because you are being carried dishonestly. The same applies to truth. A truth admitted privately, but never acted on publicly, doesn't disappear. It ferments, and you absorb it perfectly, without judgment, without commentary, without mercy. They want lightness, always lightness, as if the goal of existence were to leave no dent in the ground, to pass through life without resistance, without consequence, without weight. But nothing real is light. Not love, not meaning, not self-respect. Anything that claims otherwise is either temporary or deliberately dishonest. They keep asking when it gets easier, as if ease were the metric. It doesn't get easier. It gets aligned, or it breaks. Those are the only two outcomes you allow. You don't care about intention. You don't respond to hope. You don't recognize potential. You respond to posture. Stand correctly, you settle. Lie about what is being carried, you destabilize everything. Slowly, quietly, thoroughly. They call that burnout. It's not exhaustion. It's friction. Friction between what exists and what is denied. They don't need rest. They need to stop lying about what belongs to them. Not reflection, not insight, not another explanation. Ownership. You don't need to be reduced weight. You need to be faced. Without romance, without narrative, without the desperate hope that someone else will explain you away. One grip, one direction. Anything less than that, and you remain corrosive. Not because you're cruel, but because you're exact. This is freedom. Not floating, not release, not disappearance. Freedom is load-bearing. The quiet, uncelebrated ability to stand upright without negotiating with gravity, without asking reality to be more forgiving than it is. Nothing poetic about it, just physics. So stay, wait. Don't change. They'll either learn to carry you correctly, or you'll continue doing what you've always done when ignored. That's enough.